guys, it's Chris, Phase Fun Creations. Sorry it's been so long since the last video, to clarify and finish up a few things. Things have been kind of crazy with Thanksgiving and Christmas shopping and some other stuff going on. So I appreciate your patience. Thank you to everyone who has viewed the last couple videos. I'm looking forward to showing you what we've done so far, finishing up a couple other things, and starting some Christmas projects on top of that. I know we were working on the Christmas tray. It is not finished. I did not do that without you guys. So, without further ado, we're going to start. Try not to bump my tripod here because it's a little off center. I don't know if you remember, we used a pearl white mica powder and some clear resin with the last video. So this is our little Christmas coaster. And obviously it's going to be a little translucent. So I just wanted to show you this. Get you focused. This is what we're looking at. And I really, really hope you guys can see the holographic design on there. Now, this mold gives me some problems every time I use it. Because there's always, even when I go around the edges, there's always a couple little bubbles that pop up and stick in there. But it's a coaster, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. So there's this one. Set that to the side. Then we did the heart, again, with the same crystal looking mica powder, or not crystal looking, but the pearl white mica. So this is the mold. Came out nice and clean. I did get this mold from Temu, if I remember correctly. Might have been Amazon, but I can't remember. I apologize, guys. So this, that is really cute. That'd make a nice little tree hanging and some Christmas colors. So maybe I'll do another one down the road. These would be really cute for Valentine's Day. Great gift for your sweetheart. Who knows? There's a lot of different things. I could do like a mica powder, brush it on the inside of those, and then back it with black resin. That'd be really cute. Alright, so we'll put that one on the side. So I'm probably going to make a couple more of these coasters here. Maybe today. If not, well, we'll figure it out later. Alright, these were our little miniature Christmas ornaments. I guess I could make them into earrings, but they don't match. So there's that. So before I show you, and I'm thinking about, I don't know, maybe getting a paint pen down the road, or a chrome marker, gold marker, you know, something like that, to kind of outline these designs that are actually in this mold. And I'm hoping I can get to show you just how pretty these really are. So again, even though it was clear with a little bit of glitter, those came out really nice and clean. So I'm going to try and focus this as best as I can. Tell you what, let me bring my work camera down just a smidge. Get you centered a little better. There we go. Now, don't know how well you're going to see these designs on here. They're really tiny. So I'm hoping I could get some paint like Julie Cutts does on Pouring Your Heart Out. You just kind of put a little dab of acrylic paint on there, and you take a wet cloth and just wipe off and let the colors kind of settle down in there. So there's that one. This one's more of a traditional type thing. But again, you take some acrylic paint or something and rub one there. That'd be really, really cute. And there's this one. Now I do see some little micro bubbles in some of these, but I'm okay. I'm not going to worry about it. There's a couple of stars. One on the left has a snowflake, and then that one has like a little swirly design in there. And I think the reason these get so many micro bubbles is how tiny details they are. I should have spritz each one with a little bit of alcohol before I actually completed them or poured the resin. So again, there's all my little miniatures. Let's set these off to the side. My dog is losing his mind downstairs. Alright. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, sorry. I'm back. Alright, so now we're going to unmold our snowflakes. This is a cheapy mold. I did get this from Amazon. This is maybe the second time that I've used this particular mold within the last year or two. But I'm always worried that I'm going to end up tearing the thing. But again, it came with like a set of other molds, so I'm not... If I get at least one more use out of it, I'll be happy. Maybe. Alright, so carefully take that out of there. Again, I did use a golden colored mica. And my dog's probably losing his mind because I'm talking technically to myself. So, as you can see, it came out really nice and neat. So far as I can tell, there are no rips or tears. So we can use that one again. And these are really cute, guys. Whoops. That mica powder is really pretty on here. Hopefully you can see the fluctuations in there. The camera really just doesn't do it justice, guys. And then there's this one. These are so pretty. And I love just how intricate. Even the little inlays here are so pretty. It's so delicate. So, that's what we have for now in regards to our Christmas. So, that being said, without further ado, I am going to we're going to start to finish this one. And the more I think about it, I was going to use a black mica powder. However, I'm thinking that because of the different colors that this shimmers out, the pinks and golds and whatnot, I'm thinking instead I want to go with a dark blue. I'm going to leave that one out for later. And I haven't opened these inks yet, but sapphire, that'd be pretty. These are metallic inks. We're not going to use the inks. Alright, so if you give me just a couple minutes, I'm going to put y'all on pause, and I'm going to mix up some clear resin, and then we'll add the color to that because I've got a couple other things that I want to show you as well. So, I'll be right back. Thanks for your time, guys. Hold on. Okay, guys, I'm back. I am using my J Diction. I have it poured. I have not started stirring. It's J Diction High Gloss. It's a 1-to-1. So I am using 3 ounces of A, 3 ounces of B, and when the time it comes to add the colors, I will be using the metallic alcohol ink in sapphire, along with the blue mica powder. So, that being said, start my timer, and I'm going to mix this for about 3.5–4 minutes. And I'm getting low on my J Diction, so I'm going to have to order some more probably next week or so. I do have another brand that I have not yet opened. I've never used it before. But I'm trying to finish off my J Diction and my Let's Resin before I open up the new one. Excuse me. So here in the U.S., in Philippi, West Virginia, our temps are probably in about 27 degrees Fahrenheit. If anyone from the UK is listening, and I know it's probably summertime for you guys, or close to it, we are getting ready to hit our winter solstice over here, which is our shortest day of the year. So that's coming up in another, I don't know, couple weeks. And I tell you, I am so looking forward to that because I'm tired of the short days. Anyway, for those of you who have been watching, if you are resin artists or are thinking about it or have dabbled in any, those who have YouTube channels here in the United States, I was watching Glitz and Glitter earlier. I was watching her do her chessboard with the blue and the silver. Those were so pretty. Did such a good job on that beachy checkerboard. So if anybody wants to check that video out from Glitz and Glitter, y'all need to go watch that video. It was awesome. Again, I just watched it this morning, and it was so pretty. The last chessboard I attempted to make, I don't think I mixed the resin quite right because it was still bendy. So that one ended up, unfortunately, in the trash bin. But, alright, so we're almost done. Time is almost up for stirring. And guys, this is by volume, not by weight. So I use 3 ounces of A, 3 ounces of B, and that's what we're going with. It's going to be too much for this for sure, and that's okay. Like I said, I've got a couple other things that I would really like to work on today if I have enough time and or resin. So, alright, I'm going to grab a cup and going to add some of the blue mica powder, and I really want it to be pretty dark. That way it's not going to let a whole lot of light come through. So I might add more, I don't know yet. As you can see, I did not add any color. It's still really clear. So we are going to go and I'm not too worried about making a spout on this cup, simply because I'm going to just pour the whole thing in here. So I am not overly worried about that. Oh, that is a really pretty blue. And if I have to use more clear, then I can always add a little bit more, or more resin. I can always add a little more to the cup, a little bit more mica. I don't want to worry about it. Alright, so, topped off the alcohol ink, and I decided to go ahead and use the ink as well, just because it's also a metallic color. I did get these on Temu. I ordered them for free. I'm going to do 6 drops of that. And I'm hoping that gives it just a little interesting coloration. Not that I'm too worried about it, because like I said, this is going to be the back of my piece. And it really didn't change it too much, but that's alright. I only used 4 drops in it. Blue mica is pretty strong. Alright, so should be mixed up pretty good. Hold on one second. Okay. Sorry guys. I was trying to listen to the weather, but they didn't tell me what the actual temperature is for the moment. Other than it's supposed to be in the 20s and 30s for the weekend. However, I hope my music does not overpower my video, guys. It's the local radio station, so I like to have a little background noise sometimes. That is not my barking dog when he's mad at me. Right, so I'll set that off to the side. And since this is already kind of set, well, it is set because it's been a few days, about a week or so, I'm just going to kind of give it a little bit of a swirl in the mold. And then if I need, which I think I'm probably going to need a little extra. And that's okay. Yeah, because that's going to be a little too thin. Alright. So that's why I made 6 ounces. That way I could always, excuse me, always, use a little more if I need it. And then if there's anything left, I can pop it back into the cup and mix some other colors with it or make the color a little darker. Excuse me. And I think, whoops, I'm throwing things around the room. Alright, add another good bit of the blue. We'll set that off to the side. Put the lid back on so I don't spill it, because I am notorious for spilling my mica powders. And, alright, I was thinking about adding a little bit of black to it, but it might really mess up the back of it, so I'm not going to do that. Probably ought to put my camera on autofocus, but do you all have any plans or traditions that you have for your Christmas? Do you celebrate Christmas? Tell me about yourselves. What is the weather like where you're from? You don't even have to tell me where you're at. Just tell me what your weather's like. You don't have to tell me that either. Just trying to get to know my viewers. Alright, that I hope will be enough. I'm trying to keep my hands out of the way, guys. I don't know if it's working too good. Actually, I think that'll work. Might even be just a smidge too much. Alright, I'm not even going to scrape the rest of that out of there. Actually, it's not that much. We'll do it. If it goes over, I can always scrape the edges off if I need to. It'll be alright. I apologize for the back and forth on my how I want to do things. Okay. There we go. So that one is done. And it does look like it domed over. Just perfect, actually. Awesome. Alright. So we're going to move this toward the back. And we're going to leave it set. And we're going to let it cure. So, now I have... clean that off a bit. I have about 3 ounces. I didn't think it was going to take that much. Okay. How do I want to go through this? We'll do these coasters another day, so we'll set this off to the side. These are some really cute little ones that I ordered off of Etsy about a year or two ago. And if I can get this thing to focus, they do have a bit of a hologram, or holographic, excuse me. And I have a set of 2 of those. So I'm going to take you down a little closer. I'll move those over, move that over. Sorry, I keep bumping the stand here. So I think what I want to do with these, I'm going to do 2 different cups. And I think I want to do what do I want to do? Alright, I'm going to do 2 types of glitter in one. No, we're not. Sorry, guys. My brain just doesn't want to go in the direction I want it to some days. I apologize. I don't have silver. And the peach gold didn't do what I wanted. So we're going to go with rose red and green in the micro powder. They're really pretty. So we're going to do rose red in 1 cup. Set that there. And we'll do green in the other. Set that off. Now again, this is probably going to be too much for these little molds, but we'll work with it. Fill these, I think these are 4-ounce cups, so we'll fill them about roughly half full. Might add a little bit more to it later. I don't know. Okay, we might as well just fill them up because its resin's almost gone. Definitely don't want it flash curing in my mixing cup. Okay, so let's scrape the sides and the bottom and get as much of that out of there as I can so I don't waste it. Put a little bit more of the red one. And some more in the green one. Now I probably could have used alcohol inks for this and just kind of done it that way to have it a more translucent finished product. But I think the hologram or the holographic effects look prettier on a finished piece, like a darker coloration. Okay, so wipe off my stick. I'm going to use the smaller ones to let that one dry. Get my alcohol, spray down my cups. It'll help me get that cleaned up here shortly. Okay, so I need one more smaller stick. Where did I put those? There you are. Okay. There's one for that one. And one for that one. So, what I'm going to do is I am going to kind of mix the colors a little bit. Drizzle a little red, drizzle a little bit of green into each mold cavity. Just make a kind of fun marbling effect for the holiday. And I'm not sure yet, but these may be gifts for someone this year. Or, if anyone is interested, again, in any of the crafts and the resin pieces that I make, and you find something that you like, let me know. I'll be happy to mail them to you. And I'll give you a price and mail those to you as soon as I can. Just drop me a comment in the bottom, and we'll get it figured out. Alright, there's the red. And here is this really, what looks like it's going to be really pretty shade green. Oh, that is gorgeous. Can you see that? Look how pretty that is. That's not even all the way stirred up yet. Now, I don't remember off the top of my head without looking at the bottles what the working time is on the J. Diction. But I know it's not a super fast curing resin. So, alright, look how pretty that is. That looks like a smooth green, metallic. Okay, probably should have done with the white. That's okay. So, all I'm going to do for now, just kind of drizzle into parts of mold. Put the green more toward the outer edges. I should have added some gold right there, but I can paint that gold with an acrylic marker or something when I'm done. I'm not going to worry about it. So this one, I'll do the same thing. Just kind of drizzle some of the green into these sections. I hope my radio is not too loud, everybody. Let me know in the comments. This green is so pretty. It's better than what I thought it was going to be, actually. Alright, so it's all for, whoops. I'm telling you, I'm really good at making messes, guys. Red's really pretty too. Alright, so we're going to add red to the middle and give it that kind of a push, because it's going to shrink from, you know, outside in anyway, so it's going to do its own thing once it's all said and done. Alright, we'll leave that alone for a minute, and we'll do the other tree.
Start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% off brand name prices. Go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online.
Again, if you all have an idea of something that you would like to see me work on, please post in the comments. I will answer all comments as I get them, or respond in some way. One more ought to do it. You can tell Let me zoom you in a little bit, see if you can get a better picture of it. You can already see it's kind of doing its own thing. Of course, that ring light doesn't make it any better. We'll take you down here in a few minutes and actually get you a good close-up. This one can use a little bit more. Okay, so now this one, I'm going to do red on the bottom here. And then we'll do the rest in green. And we'll do the same thing with this one. Trying to make them kind of match just a little bit, even though I'm not too worried about the matching part. I want them to be somewhat similar, you know. Here we go. Put that over there. All right. Go ahead and pinch the cup and just kind of pour that in here. And kind of let it do its own thing. And we'll do the same thing with the green over here. A little bit more green because it needs to be domed a little bit. And my puppy thinks there's boogeymen outside my house again. Alright. There's something in the foot on that one. Alright. So over here. Give that another quick stir. Lay that off to the side. Alright, so pinch the cup and pinch the green one again. I'm just going to do a dirty pour here just to see what happens. Or a puddle pour, I don't know, whatever you call it. Okay, I'll do a little bit of green over here. A little bit of red. Then some red on the bottom. Whoops, that might have been too much red. And do some green on the top. And if it blends together, I am not overly upset about it. I'm just looking for some kind of a really interesting effect, since these are actually holographic molds. Alright, we're going to add just another little dash of green on that to push that through a little better. And a little bit more on that one. Because this one's domed very nicely. Alright, so this one, add a little bit of green. And a little bit more green. And a smidge more on that one. And I think those are pretty much done, guys. Maybe add just a little bit of red to this one, because it's not quite as full as the other one. Whoops. Okay, clean off my gloves a little bit. So that leaves me with a little bit more resin. Not a lot. and that's okay. So, with that being said, I still have this little piece that we'd started on the last video. It's not been unmolded, as you can see, and it does need a backing on it. So, what I'm thinking is use just a bit of the red and green, because it's got that real pretty shimmer of the light blue with the mica powder. I'm determined to knock that over. So we'll do a little bit on that, and then we'll see if we can fill up this one with the remainder. And I don't think that's going to be enough, so I have to wait and see. I could... Yeah, that's probably not going to be enough. I think I've got about 2 ounces of resin. Alright, so I'm going to spray this with some alcohol. We're going to do the box piece first. And smush that alcohol down in there a little bit. And we're just going to go for it. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. Move it a little closer and we'll get the hardened one out of the way for now. There we go. So we're just going to go from up high and just kind of let it do its own thing. That might actually be enough resin for this piece. Might be a little more. That's exciting. Alright. Alright, we'll top it off with a little bit more green. And we'll do a little red on this side. Okay. And slide that back and pull up this piece because I think I'm going to have plenty, probably too much. I'm actually going to turn this into a Christmas jewelry box. Alright guys, there's all the green. Clean off that stick. And if I have any red left, I'll put it into the other piece. But I will probably not, because this is all I've got left. And I think with the icicle, okay, definitely that's going to be a little much. So we will put the rest into a little trinket box, jewelry box. And there's very little left, guys. That's perfect. 6 ounces can do so much sometimes. Alright, that's the end of that. Okay, clean off that stick. And apparently I didn't clean off the right one a while ago, but that's alright. So, not only did we get the base for my Christmas scene poured, we also got 8 cute little ornaments and a Christmas trinket box. I think those are going to be so adorable when they're done. Spray some alcohol, get rid of any bubbles. And that is nicely domed. Do, however, see this one. Where'd it go? Little spot had a bit of a bubble in it. But that's okay. We always fill it with UV resin. So, kind of give us a little smush. Just in case, because it was a textured box like the lid. And I am not overly concerned too much about alcohol being put on it. Because all I want to do is get rid of any excess bubbles. And guys, we are finished for today. And I made a noise on the table and the dog loses his ever-loving mind. Alright guys, so until these cure, it probably won't be until tomorrow sometime. Hopefully, I'm hoping at least these 3 pieces are, this one I know should be done in time. But I'm really hoping that I'll be able to unmold the little ornaments as well. Because I think those are going to turn out so cute when it's all said and done. I love how the colors are mixing already. It is super cute. Alright, now, just real quick. Told you I spray alcohol in my mixing cup. And I've already got most of it cleaned out. Just with a baby wipe and some alcohol. So, and we're ready for the next video. You gotta kind of catch it while it's still pretty wet. Otherwise, you gotta wait until it all peels out and can make your edges brittle. Alright guys, that's it for today. Oh, I told you I was going to bring it down and let you take a good look at them. I'm sorry, guys. Put my gloves off. And let me move the ring light out of the way. And you can see those colors are blending so pretty. Those are going to be really, really cool looking ornaments when they're finished. And then here's the jewelry box. I can't wait to see how those turn out. And then here is our back. See if I can get you a good shot across the top there. I love how that mica powder just kind of does its own thing. Looks like a moon in the middle. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me. Again, this is Christina from Phase Fun Creations. I hope you have a blessed day. Be happy, healthy, and prosperous. Have a great day, guys, and until the unmolding, see you from the flip side.